This video is going to be a part 2 to my Crab in a Bucket Negro family members video. And in that video, I laid out the foundation for my arguments regarding these dysfunctional family members. Now, a crab in a bucket family member is the type of person who throws salt on the things that you do. They always have something negative to say about your aspirations. They always have something negative to say about you. And this is the type of person who they radiate negative energy, and they think that by being negative they can discourage you from pursuing the goals that you want to pursue in life. I have several of these members in my family, and I've had to persevere, in spite of them. When I first started the SJS Direct imprint in 2009, I published All About Maryland. I ran into quite a few of those family members. Some of them got upset when they saw the nude on the cover, and some of them, got upset and came at me with this whole Christian argument, talking about I shouldn't have put a nude on the cover. It was shaming language. And then when I tried to go on a blog talk radio show to promote this book, they went and started a fuss and started an argument, and I could not wind up promoting this book on the show. It wound up, I wound up getting sabotaged. But but this is the type of crab in a bucket, stuff that people have to deal with on a regular basis, and I had to deal with it. I missed out on a great opportunity back in 2010 or so to promote All About Maryland, thanks to that family member's insecurities and jealousy and anger. It cost me a major opportunity, and this is the type of family members you have to deal with, and I had to deal with them when I was trying to promote this book. Then they were getting ready to act up and sabotage me again. I was getting ready to meet with the president of my college to talk about this book, and they were going to try to. Their insecurities were getting the better of them. Then they were trying to start something with me, even then. But thank God I was able to have a meeting with the president of my college, and we were able to talk about All About Maryland. And I wanted, and I, but she was afraid of was that I was going to so-called go to Hollywood, and I was going to go Hollywood based on the publication of a screenplay book, and that's what I had to deal with, about 6, 7 years ago, regarding crab in a bucket family members. And these crab in a bucket family members, you know, they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you move your life forward. They don't want to see you, do better than they do. They do. And, that's what they say. They don't want to see you do better than them, because basically, if you go out and achieve something, then they feel guilty about not achieving anything in their life. As long as you were sitting on their sofa, not doing anything, they are happy. As long as you remain codependent on them, they are happy because they feel they are in a position of power over you. But this is an imaginary position of power, because this is what codependents don't understand. We all have the power to change our lives. We all have the power to take our lives forward. There are tools in front of all of us that we can use to take our lives to the next level. But sadly, some of these family members just don't want to take those tools, because that means they have to take responsibility for their decisions and their actions. And what it really is that these people are very jealous of people who are going to go out and take the tools and the resources around them and use them to elevate themselves and to take their lives to the next level, like I was trying to do with the book All About Maryland. And what I was trying to do, because this was the first book that came from the SJS Direct imprint. This was the first book that I did the page layouts for, that I designed the cover for, and I pretty much designed from the ground up by myself. And this is something that people don't want to see, family members do. They don't want to see them move their lives forward or take themselves to the next level, because, again, they have made numerous mistakes in their lives. They feel guilty. They feel ashamed. And they really, these are issues they need to work out with a psychotherapist or a mental health counselor, because they don't understand that you always have time to go out and do for yourself. And I don't want to throw salt on anybody's game. I mean, I've had family members who went out, they went to graduate school, and I supported them. I said, look, if that's what you want to do, then go out and do it, because I believe in people, and I look at people, you know, I want to see them do their best. I want to see them take their lives to the next level. I want to see them achieve. When another person, you know, achieves or accomplishes something, for the most part, I'm very proud of that. When they get it the right way, I'm proud of that. I can look at them and say, you know what, I'm happy for them. I mean, when my brother got his master's degree, I was happy for him. When my sister got her master's degree, I was happy for her, because I know that when they do well, you know what, they can come back and help me do well. And when we all work together, you know, we can all take ourselves to the next level. And that's, you know, what happens when you support each other. Because when people work together, each person can help the other person, you know, move forward. But when you have these crab in a bucket family members, all they're going to do is keep everybody at the bottom because they're looking to sabotage you. They're looking to, you know, see you at the bottom, so because they have these inferiority issues that they think that if they remain at the top, you know, they have this imaginary idea of themselves being the queen bee, being the head Negro in charge, being the one everybody looks up to, being the one everybody admires, and they want to remain in that position, not knowing that, you know, that's codependency. That's where, yes, these people are under you, but where are they going? And where are you going? You're all sitting in somebody's Section 8 housing or working some low grade job, and nobody's progressing. Everybody is pretty much, you know, not going anywhere in life. Whereas if you were to really support these people, then you could really, you know, make some progress. You could really move your life forward. And I look at these crab in a bucket family members, and the only way to really deal with them is to, you know, ignore them or try to avoid them or try to work around them. And that's after I got sabotaged with the when I didn't wasn't able to do the Blog Talk Radio show for All About Maryland. What I had to do was work around these family members and, you know, make efforts to try to build the SJS Direct imprint, you know, around them because I didn't want to see, you know, another one of my books wind up with its promotion sabotaged because of a jealous, insecure family member, because that's what they do. They try to sabotage um, any sort of progress that you make because they fear that if you accomplish anything in life, you're not going to be able, you're going to be better than them. And the things that, you know, my family member was saying was, you know, oh, if this book blows up and you go to Hollywood, you're not going to be able to handle it. You're not going to be able to understand how things work. One, I've been studying this business since I was 7 years old. And I have no, and as I see it, you know, on the business side, I understand screenwriters and I understand how it works. I mean, they thought, oh, he's going to go to Hollywood. But I was saying to myself, you know, I understand the business. Once a screenwriter sells a screenplay, you know, a lot of these guys don't go to Hollywood. Many of these guys live right here in New York. They live well. But all they do is they write the script. Once the script is sold, it's out of their hands. And they didn't understand that. They thought a guy self-publishes a screenplay book, he's going to go to Hollywood. And that wasn't the case at all. What I was trying to do with the All About Maryland screenplay was just start the SJS Direct imprint, get people to take a look at my work, and, you know, people on a radio show, Blog Talk Radio show, contacting you to talk about it because the issues I was talking about with the book, the issues I wanted to talk about were black actresses in Hollywood and how it was hard for them to get roles, African American teen stars. That was the stuff I was going to be talking about on the show. It wasn't, you know, a springboard to Hollywood. And this was the whole thing, is that you have to deal with this type of jealousy and this type of envy because they are upset that you could go out and accomplish something that they could not do. What they want to do, again, is have you codependent on them, have you remain at the bottom, and, you know, as long as you're at the bottom, everything is okay. As long as you're in the victim position, you know, everything is okay. That's what the crab in the bucket family members want to be, because they want to be, you know, the big shot, the head Negro in charge, the queen bee. But what are you a queen of? What are you the head Negro of? The head of the sewer, the head of the garbage. And I say to anyone, you know what? The more not do not let these people, you know, discourage you. Do not let these people, you know, impede your progress. If you want to go out and do something in life, you know, go find other like-minded people and go and do what you want to do in life, because, you know, God puts us all here on the earth, you know, to accomplish something. I mean, he has a purpose and a work for us to do, and we need to go out and make efforts to go out and do that. And since I published all about Maryland in 2009, I have been making efforts, to move my life forward and move my SJS Direct imprint forward. And I didn't let it discourage me. I didn't let this crab in a bucket family member and other family members discourage me. I went on to publish almost 40, 50 books, and I feel that, I can't let anybody discourage me, because if you let people discourage you, these crab in a bucket family members, you're the one who's going to lose, because they're going to be back here with their dead end jobs or their dead end life, and you're the one who's not going to be going anywhere. And the only way to move your life forward is for you to go out and do what you want to do, because God gave you one life to live. It's your life, and you have to make the choices to do what's best for you. And you can't let anyone discourage you, whether it be, hating friends, jealous family members. You can't let anybody impede your progress, because the only person who can help you accomplish something is you. You are the one who pretty much controls your destiny and controls your life, and you are the only one who can make something happen for yourself. You can't let people hold you back, because the same people who will be holding you back will be the same ones telling you that it's your fault, that you're the one who messed everything up, that everything is on you. These same people will be throwing salt at you, while you're at the bottom, and they still remain in their position of mediocrity. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.